In this video, we will be discussing about electromagnetism, symbols, units, and dimensions. What is the difference between units and dimensions? Dimensions are physical quantities that can be measured, whereas units are arbitrary names that correlate to particular dimensions to make it relative. Examples of dimension are length, weight, and temperature, while examples of unit are meter, kilogram, and Celsius. Electric charge is the property of matter that causes it to experience a force when placed in an electromagnetic field. This electric charge is carried by subatomic particles. Negative charge is carried by electrons, and positive charge is carried by protons in the nucleus of an atom. Hence, when we talk about electric charge, it can be positive or negative. The symbol for charge is letter Q, in which the uppercase represents the whole charge and the lowercase q represents a point charge. Coulomb is the unit of charge in electricity. Conductor is a substance or a material through which electric charge flows easily. Copper and iron are the most common conductors. Insulators are substances or materials that resist the flow of electric charge. Rubbers are the most common used as electrical insulators, while semiconductors are substances which electrical conductivity is between insulators and conductors. Volts is simply the pressure from an electrical circuit's power source that pushes charged electron through a conducting loop, enabling them to do work. It is also a dimension or its dimension for electrical potential difference, and the symbol for electric potential difference is delta V or triangle V, and also volt is equal to joules per coulomb. Current is the flow of electric charge in a circuit. The symbol for current is uppercase I, and the dimensions for current are amperes, where ampere is equal to coulomb per second. Resistance is the inherent property of a material to inhibit the transfer of energy or charge. The dimensions for resistance are ohms, where ohms is equal to volt per ampere. The symbol for resistivity is lowercase rho, and its dimensions are ohm meters. Note that resistivity and resistance are two different things. Resistivity is a material property, and resistance is a characteristic for a specific object and depends on material and its geometric shape. Electric field is the area or field around a charge where electrostatic force can be experienced. The symbol for electric field is uppercase E, and the dimensions is Newton per coulomb or N over C, or volts per meter or V over M. For time constant, the dimension for time constant are seconds. Electric flux. Electric flux is the measure of electric field through a given surface. It is a way of describing the electric field strength at any distance from the charge causing the field. The symbol for electric flux is uppercase V, that looks like an uppercase I with a circle in it, and a subscript of uppercase E to identify it as electric flux. The dimension for electric flux is newtons times meters squared over coulombs, or volts meters, or volts times meters. Capacitance is the ratio of the amount of electric charge on a conductor to a difference in electric potential. The symbol for capacitance is uppercase C. Note that uppercase C is a symbol for coulomb. Also, the dimensions for capacitance are farads, where farads is equal to coulomb per volts. Magnetic field is a vector field that describes the magnetic influence on moving electrical charges, electric currents, and magnetic materials. Symbol B is the symbol for magnetic field is uppercase B, and the dimensions are in Tesla, where in T is equal to newtons over ampere times meter. Magnetic flux is the measurement of the total magnetic field which passes through a given area. It is the same symbol as with electric flux. The only difference is capital B as the subscript instead of capital E. The dimensions for magnetic flux are Webers, wherein Webers or WB is equal to Tesla times meter squared. Inductance is the tendency of an electrical conductor to oppose a change in electric current flowing through it. The symbol for inductance is uppercase L, and the dimensions for inductance is Henry, where Henry is equal to volts times second over ampere.